So, in our last episode, started the preseason, and man, that was brutal. Interceptions everywhere. It was just bad. So, let's find out if we can improve once the season's starting. Finding your footing, overcoming the obstacles, capitalize on your opportunities, and give your coach no choice but to name you a starter. Level 2, and I need to reach level 4. Anyways, yep, let's get into this.
Shut up! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Hut, hut! Set! Cougar 19! Ready? Come on, set!
Yeah, forgot, my guys can't catch for shit.
Ready? Hut! Here we go, set! Panther 60, Panther 60! Ready? Let's go now! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Check go. Ready? Cowboy 80. Hut, hut. Ready? Ready? Here we go, set. Get up. Let's go now. Panther, hut. Let's go. Ready?
From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. First play of the game, first throw of the game. Now a screen going to be set up for Robinson. Nice gain here. He's going to be marked down at the 35-yard line. The screen works for 10 yards and a first down.
That's another Falcons first down. It's a gain of 10. First down, Atlanta.
He'll look to throw. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the
Well, if
linebacker,
nothing, at least I'm
Porter.
consistent.
For these young rookie quarterbacks, every snap in the NFL is an opportunity to have a lesson learned, and sometimes the lessons come a little bit harder than others. In this case, they kind of fool them with their blitz package. It's a little bit more complex at the end.
The Falcons set to take over here on offense. They'll be let out, Greg, by their quarterback, a first-round pick in the April draft.
Well, I don't think that stat line last week had him up for any sort of awards. If I had to guess, he'd much rather have a modest game and a win as opposed to throwing for a bunch of touchdowns in a loss. The biggest thing that he did, Mike, he took care of the ball. So as long as he continues to do that, they're going to have a chance to keep on winning.
2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Out of the gun, he'll throw. That's caught. Ray McLeod. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Stoppage here, one of the 49ers is down. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Throwing now from the gun. They're going to work this down inside the 45. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a first down.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
And they'll take this down inside the 35.
That's another Falcons first down.
Back to throw. Got his man at the 6. And he will get into the end zone. Bijan Robinson. Touchdown, Falcons. It's his 3rd touchdown on the year. Well, Greg, the light's still on way down at the end of the tunnel here. They are... Here are the Falcons, down by 2 touchdowns. 43 seconds to go. A fourth
I don't
straight
think I'm winning,
defeat
Coach,
looming
but
on the
thanks for the
horizon,
objective.
barring a comeback as they begin with first down. They'll drop to throw. That's going to be dropped underneath for Robinson.
Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike. You never go broke taking a profit. Give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back, allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
Out wide, that's Robinson. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. So a win here for the 49ers. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL.
Here we go, shot. 70 Timberwolf. Go. Let's go now. 70 Lion. Ready, ready? Let's go. 60 Eagle, 60 Eagle. Check out. Set. Hut, hut. Here we go, here we go. Ready? Ready? Cougar 19. Set up. Guaranteed!
HCs just want to let you know your hard work on the practice field is getting noticed. Yeah. Appreciate it, Coach. I'm motivated and working hard every day. Coach Morris is watching closely. Keep it up and you'll get your shot to start soon. Stay focused.
Ready? Cowboy 80! Ready?
Oh, good.
He knows that his recent play has fallen below the standard he set for himself. And he's about to get another reminder that things have to improve soon.
I gotta be honest, your performance in the last couple of games isn't meeting the standard we set. Every snap matters, and when you don't deliver, you let the whole team down. What's going on? I'm not entirely sure. I'm trying to push through, but something's off. I think I need to reset my mindset and simplify my approach. Look, we're counting on you to step up. I need you to dial in on your fundamentals, trust your instincts, and handle the pressure. Can you do that for us? Nope. Pressure fuels me. I'm at my best when the stakes are high, and I'm ready to step up and make an impact. You can count on me. Alright, I believe in your potential, but be aware if you continue down this path, you may lose your starting spot. I wasn't even starting, so whatever, bitch. Show everyone, including yourself, that you're ready to rebound and excel.
First play from the 25, and they'll throw. And he's going to be taken down, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning. Looks like we have an injured Falcon on this play. That is a worrisome development here late in the game. This is 1st and 10. Back to the air one more time. Well, over the middle, caught by London. And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down.
They'll look to throw yet again. He's going to take a shot here for Mooney. And this is too far out in front. That one's incomplete. Here comes 2nd down. They'll look to throw again. Open man, he's got it. It's London. No touchdown, but they are close. Going to be 1st and goal. They've got it at the 3. Now a timeout for Carolina. It's going to be their 2nd. They'll be disappointed there after giving up the 1st down.
The 3-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run with Robinson. And this one ruined quickly. Take them back to the 5-yard line.
Smith on the stop.
The Panthers, they're going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll get together prior to the 2nd down play. That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Bijan Robinson, touchdown Falcons. That's a 2-touchdown game for him. Numbers 7 and 8 for the season. So it's a win here for the Falcons. That was a game that was in doubt till the very end. They were able to hold on, come away with the victory.
Here we go, shot. 70 Lion. Hut, hut. Set. Ready. Ready? Ready, ready, go!
Back now on EA Sports at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. It's the Falcons in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter. They go play action here on first down. Man open, that's Ray McCloud. And he'll be out right at the 35. 15 yards, first down, Atlanta.
That's another Falcons first down. A gain of 15. And the Falcons
Robinson up the middle. Oh, what a juke into space. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that will bring up second down. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. There's Mooney with another catch. That'll go for a gain of 7. And it's second down.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up second.
Back to throw again. Throw left side, complete to McCloud. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. And incomplete on the deep ball. The Falcons had 6 and 7, a game under 500 on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Seriously, come on, guys. Catch this damn
Robinson
ball.
there out of the backfield. 3rd down here. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. They were very good last week in the win over the Saints.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions,
Wide open up the middle,
that
and
I
you
can't
decide
throw
to
the ball
bounce it
against this
out
team and
right
try and
into
run
the
it like crazy?
defender.
Or do you challenge them? This is going to be fun.
Atlanta prepped and ready for its next possession. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now back to throw. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
It's 4th down.
The Falcons offense gets ready to head back onto the field. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Second and 2 at the 38-yard line.
Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got man complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
A gain of 22 yards. First down.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A gain of 9 brings up second and 1 at the 30-yard line.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw it, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to run.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But if this defense gets 2 more stops, they can keep them out of that area.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Bucs will take over here at their own 12-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling.
The Falcons offense ready to get going to begin this third quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense.
Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 10th touchdown of the season, second of the game. And the Falcons come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay.
Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen.
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 70 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards. Atlanta now coming out on the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
And this nearly an interception.
Yeah, that should have been
incomplete.
That
turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
It's now second and 10.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And they get him down, but not up before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. He'll look to throw. Checks this one down to Robinson. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. So they'll get 8 out of that completion. And it'll be second and a couple. They'll set up a throw. Able to complete this one to McLeod. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the Bucs 43-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Back to throw here. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. He'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Ray McLeod hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Falcons look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. This was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked things into another gear, and they were able to pull away for the victory.
And, Brandon, I think they're the type of team that just looked in the mirror and said, hey, ton of pressure on, but we're the type of team that can flat out handle it. They stood up with confidence, and made it happen for a victory.
So for Atlanta,
Here we go, shot. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, go.
Welcome back, everybody, to State Farm Stadium in Glendale, Arizona. It's the Falcons in possession of the football as we rejoin the action in the first quarter.
Okay, ready?
They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
Defenses always have a goal of holding a runner under 100 yards. Well, he went over 150 last week, won NFC Player of the Week award honors. And guess what? He's got a chance to do it again because of that vision he has. He sees holes that maybe don't exist.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
4 yards. That's another Falcons first down.
They'll run this one right with Robinson. Sheds off the tackle. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's got the hook up to McLeod. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. From the 31, here's a 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Robinson gets the toss on the right side.
He going.
Falcons. Bijan Robinson, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons are on the board first here this afternoon. Comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. Straight ahead, it's Robinson. Oh, that's just not fair, and now room to run. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 79 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A gain of 16 yards. First down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Incomplete. It's now 2nd and 10.
They're going to look to throw. Sets up the screen to Robinson. He's across midfield. And finally taken down at the 35-yard line. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
And the Falcons first down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They'll set up to throw. The Cards get to him here. He's brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's a diving catch right side. The rookie from Texas Tech on target there. It's a 1st down. 7-7, our score after 1. 2nd quarter now, Falcon football. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. And he's going to have a gain of 11 to the 11 before he's brought down. 1st and 10.
Brandon, you know I'm all about quarterbacks protecting themselves, but I have to admit it, I liked what I just saw there. That rookie wasn't afraid of absorbing a big hit. Now, you don't want to see him taking those shots all game long, but he picked up the 1st down, kept fighting.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Falcons have taken the lead. And that touchdown's going to put him in double digits now for the year. It's coming out on the field. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and, you know, they told us all week that this was the plan and this is what they wanted to execute. But did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it. And afterwards, they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. They'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle. I think he got caught in between and created a foul.
They'll look to throw here on first down. This pass is caught by London. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Atlanta.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And a dump off here to Robinson. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Second and 3.
Looking to throw. Looking deep here for Mooney. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. Jarnell Mooney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You can see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass on their previous drive, and they'll search for another score as they begin here with a 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second down and 10.
They'll look to throw here. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in.
Okay, if he had deflected that and caught that, that would have been
Folks
pretty
just
cheap
dropped
and
with a
cool.
lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
That one deep for London. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
And the Falcons, first down.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. They're going to hurry back to the line now.
A loss of 2 yards. It's second down.
Here we go on 2nd and 12. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 3rd down.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
Incomplete. He was defended by Garrett Williams.
So we get set to start this third quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down.
First down, Falcons.
They'll look to throw. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. 2nd and 10. Hand off to Robinson out of the shotgun. And 3 yards there, takes him to the 45.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that. And that really chips away at your confidence.
He's across midfield. Now he's loose down the left
He's going.
sideline. And finally wrestled down at the 11.
It's a pickup of 44 yards. And the Falcons first down.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This one hauled in, and again it's Robinson. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Bijan Robinson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical. As one of
is the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. And do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if we can drive the bus here again on this drive. So a PI call going to cost him there defensively. What did you see?
Well, I think it's the right call, partner, because sometimes we'll see officials kind of let them play. But by the letter of the law, that's definitely a penalty.
They find some open field here.
Here you go.
And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Falcons.
Touchdown.
Bijan Robinson, 74 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. We get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. He's played well. Good first half. He's continued that here in the third quarter. But my question, when you're a head coach, what do you look at stat line-wise for your coach? Do you go right to turnovers?
You really do. As much as coaches don't want to talk about that, that's where it starts. When I played in college, our first rule for every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. And that's kind of how they judge you. Do you take care of the ball, not turn it over, keep it in the proper hands, and give your team a chance to win?
Well, that's what he's done here in this one so far. Pretty explosive run on that inside handoff, and when you're a runner of his caliber, you don't need a big crease.
You really don't, but also what we're seeing is an offensive line that's taking charge at the point of attack, aren't we? Not only are they controlling the initial contact, they're actually utilizing what they call the strain, the next 2 to 3 seconds, to continue to move people.
Throw left side, there's London. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard. At the Cardinals' 24-yard line.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. On the give, here's Robinson.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line.
2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
They'll look to throw now on first down.
And oh, that nearly their first pick of the game, but it falls down to the ground incomplete. Now it's 2nd and 10. Handoff now to Robinson.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Now we're going to get a stoppage here as we've got an injured Cardinal on the field.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for Ray McLeod. Incomplete. Coverage by Max Milton.
Here comes the Falcon offense now as they get set to take over here.
Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
2nd and 6.
Over the middle, that's caught by McLeod. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Robinson on a give right side.
Past the 20.
He's gone again.
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win.
Falcons offense set to go. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
Now a handoff to start it out. Robinson. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today.
Josh Sweat coming in strong and dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
60 Eagle, 60 Eagle.
They'll run again here with Robinson.
Now he's into the clear again.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Touchdown, Falcons.
Well, this game, it was well in hand early, never really in doubt. Charles, you and I do so many games together. There's so much parity in the NFL, a lot of close battles. This was not one. Tip your cap to them for a really impressive effort.
Alright. I'm going to call it there. 2 good games, finally. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks.